Piers Morgan, he challenged you to $100,000. Well, let's play it, and we'll get your reaction.
Brigitte Macron, as you know, has a libel trial against Natasha Ray, who made the claims that the French First Lady was born a man called Jean-Michel Trogneux.
So I saw you did a whole thing on Macron's wife was born a man. It's pretty compelling, and it was based on some real reporting. And now he's going to challenge you on that. So that's what this is. So I should have set it up a little better.
It's the least crazy part of their relationship, by the way. That's the least. That's like it helps the story.
That is. Here we go. Let's watch.
Brigitte Macron, as you know, has a libel trial against Natasha Ray, who made the claims that the French First Lady was born a man called Jean-Michel Trogneux. It's due to take place imminently, and we will get to the bottom of this. And I'll bet you, why don't we have like £100,000 bet that it establishes beyond any doubt to a charity of your choice and mine, $100,000, make it dollars, right now, that it is established beyond any doubt that she was born a woman. Do you accept that bet?
So, ladies and gentlemen,
So go ahead and respond. Do you accept that bet?
She's a woman.
More than that. I've put more money on it because I reached out to the journalist, Xavier Poussard, and Piers is just lying. The defamation trial is not against the people who published the documents. Xavier Poussard published it, a 6-part series, and they never sued him for defamation. They got Natasha Ray, one of the investigators who helped him gather the information, on a technicality for libel, a technicality in the form that after everything was published, she did an interview and she misspoke really and said, I would say that these documents are falsified pertaining to Jean-Michel Trogneux's birth certificate. And so they're going after this woman for something that she said on YouTube, not regarding the fact, which it is a fact, that Emmanuel Macron is married to a man. He transitioned. I'm all in on this. You read through these documents and you cannot. That's why Piers says he didn't even read them, because you cannot in good conscience read these documents, and he doesn't even have the stomach to tell that kind of a lie. So instead he has to say, the theory is insane. It's too crazy for me to even read it. Read the documents. They spent 3 years working on this. It is insane. I mean, they have pictures down to the year where Brigitte got the Adam's apple surgery and just wore a scarf right around here for like 8 months straight as a teacher. And like you said, this would be the best part of the relationship, because the truth is that Emmanuel Macron, at best case scenario, was statutorily raped by Brigitte, who was 39 years old at the time that he was 14, and they fell in love.
And actually, she was 49, by the way. She's like way older than that.
But actually, she was 49, yeah. But even in the good version, she's 39. But actually, she's 10 years older. I mean, listen, I don't tell you, the French people know this. They've been on fire for me, and they just feel like they are being so remarkably gaslit. Brigitte is a man with a lot of power, by the way. Like, Emmanuel Macron, when he's asked a question, turns to Brigitte, and what's the answer here? Because Brigitte is allegedly the person that's running and is the main power player over there.
Why do you hate the French?
Come on. Because they smell.
No, you're supposed to say, why are you transphobic?
Yeah. So the person who actually did, I got this from your video, by the way, the person who actually did that report, that did that 6-part, 3-year investigation to prove that Macron's wife is a male. Why didn't they go after him? Why aren't they suing that person? And here's what he said. This is what I got. Because by pursuing me, they would allow me to speed up my proceedings against them before the administrative court. I am taking legal action against the French administrations, which wrongfully refused to issue me documents, including identity photos, on the case, in particular, photos of Jean-Michel Trogneux as a young man. So that's Xavier Poussard, the guy who actually, so you actually talked to him and he gave you this statement, right?
Yeah, I've been speaking with him, and he was just like, basically, they're going after Natasha because then it allows people like Piers to say the journalists are being sued for defamation, and they know that when you're dealing with an overseas report, different language, that's just not going to translate. When I was like, listen, I'm your translator because I am all in on this story. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. It's a bizarre cover-up, and so he gave me all of the information plus the filings and showed me that this woman is not being sued for defamation for saying that Brigitte Macron is a man. And that is what Piers wanted his audience to think. So I am throwing down the gauntlet for him to clarify that statement. I've told him to make 3 basic statements, and he ain't going to do it. I'll tell you that
So
much.
he basically owes you $100,000.
No, he's going to owe me $150,000 after the episode I dropped today, because I was like, now I'm upping the ante because I know you lied about the defamation claim. So I want you to say on your program what Natasha Ray is being sued for. What was the defamatory statement? Because it was not that Brigitte Macron is a man. That's a truthful statement. So it cannot rise to defamation.
Oh, so that's the old switcheroo. They're saying ivermectin's used for horses. Well, it's also used for humans. Well, we don't tell you that part. He's just telling you that they're being sued for defamation. So that's that means he's implying that it's over the defamation that she's a male, and that's not what she's being sued for.
That is correct.
Do you remember Mary Kay Letourneau with her student? Yes. So imagine if instead of her going to prison, they ruled France. What happened? Do you know?
And I also imagine if Mary Kay Letourneau was born a dude. I don't know.
Do you know what family is Brigitte from? Like, because I saw all kinds of wilds. They're like, oh, he's a Rothschild, but is that even true? Is that just like
no? Those rumors, I looked into those, and I could not confirm that. They're saying that about Emmanuel Macron, like that, because he also has a weird background where he was raised by his grandmother. By the way, can we just get some leaders of a country who don't have like shady backgrounds? You know what I mean? Like Barack Obama's mother died young. Bill Clinton's mother died in a car accident. Hillary Clinton was adopted. It's just like, can we just get a normal 2-parent household from like, Michigan? I don't know.
No, you cannot.
He was raised by his grandmother, and people think that that's super shady, but that's because now the entire all of France has now gotten in on investigating them, and everyone is just jumping in on it, and they're giving so much information, it's hard to sort through. But I stand by Xavier Poussard's reporting, that initial 6-part series, which determined that Brigitte Macron just did not exist for 30 years, and Jean-Michel did. And now Jean-Michel, who she alleges is her brother, admits it's her brother, just doesn't exist. So she won't just go on a walk with him to debunk the story. No, they're just going to make it seem like that would be too hard. Hey, here's my brother. That's actually not me. Because it is you. You're a man.
Why do you hate single moms? So this would be the easiest thing to debunk, as you just pointed out. All she has to do is appear side by side with her brother.
Yep, that's it. That's all it would take, and she won't do it. It's that simple.
Because she can't do it.
Side by side with your brother. They're alleging that you became, you were Jean-Michel and you became him. All you got to do is go for a walk in front of reporters and say, yeah, did you see that crazy American girl, Candace? This is my brother. Conspiracy theories are dangerous, yada, yada. They won't do it. They won't do it. It's been going on for years now, okay? It's been going on for years, and they simply will not do it.